Attention, Sinsomniacs. I'm Mr. Lobo, and this is your Action Talk for the third week of February. And man, so much going on. We're back from California. We were out there doing lots of things. We had an amazing showing at the Sacramento Horror Film Festival, all-day event, tribute to Bethany Hidden. Amazing show. We did our gallery show with Black and White Projects at the Pacific Felt Factory, and we screened an episode of Cinema Insomnia, met a bunch of fans. Rad was there. That was incredible. And then Blind Bargain premiered. We didn't make it to the premiere because of the fires, of course.
Yeah.
But
we did get to see it from a secure location.
Yes, we got to see it in a secure, undisclosed location. We got to see the film, and it's amazing. I would seek out the trailer for A Blind Bargain and check that out. It has Crispin Glover as a mad scientist. It's a reworking or reimagining of a lost Lon Chaney film from the 20s. It takes place in the 70s. It's got an amazing cast. Yeah, definitely check out A Blind Bargain. And Mr. Lobo is in the cast, like this much. You blink and you miss me. No, I'm in the party scene, so it's nice to be in there. Proud to be in there. And then, of course, Aaron and I have exclusive behind-the-scenes access, which we will be turning into a Cinema Insomnia special, as well as probably bonus features in the future as the Blind Bargain storms on. So we came back to California, came back here to the East Coast from California, and we immediately went to a convention, which might have been a mistake. I think our defenses were low. We went to the iHeart Horror Con, which we raised for over $14,000 for Deborah Heart and Lung. So that's a great charity. But I think, I don't know. I got sick. I got con crud. I think like almost every time time I do a con, I get con crud.
Yeah.
So I've been down for 3 weeks, and it's miserable. I mean, I'm still sipping tea here. I'm still trying to get back up to 100% Lobo. We're not there yet. And Aaron's been half dead for 2 years.
Yeah. I somehow didn't catch the con crud, but I've got everything else wrong with me.
Yeah. So Aaron's got, bleeding from the eyes and
literally scared the hell out of somebody on the streets of San Francisco outside of our fan event because I didn't realize I was bleeding out my eyes.
Yeah. But we're going to survive. We're going to thrive. 2025, we're getting all the bad business out of the way. There are some exciting things happening regardless. This weekend last weekend we were going to premiere our new episode, but I was sick and other things. We hadn't promoted it enough. Main thing, we hadn't promoted it enough. We definitely need more associate producers for our new episode, which is the Monsterpalooza Con Crud episode, when I got Con Crud last year. And a very extensive, cool look at Monsterpalooza and some great in-studio bits as well. If you're a Yellow Fever fan, there's a Yellow Fever segment. You want to get your name on this episode. We want you to have your name on this episode. Please join us at cinemainsomnia.com/Mad Monster, which is the movie Mad Monster. And then you can be an associate producer. Your name will be in the credits. You'll be in the IMDb, and you'll get your Blu-ray and the DVD. And speaking of DVDs, we are sending out our RetroCon 3. RetroCon 3 has been fully inspected. We went through our whole full-point inspection. It has its artwork. A little slow going getting the Blu-rays together since everything that's happening, including
and the test disc was supposed to be here before I left for California, and then the shipping was late.
Yeah.
So I'd have them send me another one to California to inspect it.
Yeah.
And so then you weren't able to start ordering them until we got back from California.
And then I got sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a mess.
Yeah.
But we'll get it all sorted. Thank you so much for your patience. We're able to still do this because of you, so we're very grateful.
Brute Man and the Frozen Dead ones are still coming.
Yes, Brute Man and Frozen Dead, those episodes are complete thanks to you, and eventually there will be Blu-rays, and when when those Blu-rays come out, you associate producers will be the first to get them. And speaking of new episodes, we are announcing another episode that we're working on because we've done so much work on it and there's so much interest in it that we've gone ahead and put it up in the shop. You can be an associate producer now for our Super Wheels Part 2 Full Throttle episode. So if you're a fan of the Super Wheels Cinema Insomnia episode, which you can watch everywhere, please become an associate producer of this new episode. It is more than halfway shot. It is an ambitious episode, so we'd love your support on it. So we already have some support from Ex-Mariner, right? And his dog, his Corgi.
Yeah.
Bosun the Corgi.
Yeah. And then Francis Seven.
And Francis Seven has donated to this project as well. So the fans are coming out big for the second Super Wheels episode, so thank you.
Yeah, and we filmed a big part of that at Monster Fest. If you were there, you might have already ended up in it.
Yeah.
That was actually where I tore my retina.
Oh, God. Jesus, Aaron.
We have like a list of episodes where I've dismembered myself.
Yeah, God, we've got to find a better way of doing all this.
I don't know if you should mention like all the guest stars that we have in it so far already.
The Super Wheels episode looks like it's going to be crazy. We have already shot with Yellow Fever and Sally the Zombie Cheerleader and Amazing Rob and Dr. Sarcophagi and Rad Abrams, skateboard attorney, and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's a whole. It's the Avengers of the Cinema Insomnia
First
universe.
on-screen appearance of Grand Theft Taco.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Again, it's a direct sequel to the Super Wheels episode. We name dropped Grand Theft Taco in there. So yeah, we even follow up on jokes from the first Super Wheels episode. So that's pretty exciting. So anyhow, so the Monsterpalooza Con Crud episode, which is again the episode we were going to premiere last week, we can't premiere it this weekend because I won't be here. I am going to be at the premiere in New York, in Queens, New York, at the Museum of the Moving Image, the premiere of Tate's film, Tate Hoffmaster's film, Pizza Guy 8. Pizza Guy 8. Tate Hoffmaster made Psychic Vampire, which Mr. Lobo had a role in as I'm the game creator and the narrator in Psychic Vampire. And then in this one, I am like Walt Disney, only evil, or more evil, I guess. And Aaron is my muscle. He's my, I guess, right-hand man.
Yeah.
And it was filmed here at OSI Studios. So it's kind of exciting that a movie in which scenes were filmed here at OSI Studios is premiering at the Museum of the Moving Image. And Mr. Lobo has a pretty significant role, and Aaron has a pretty significant role. So we really should be there Saturday for the premiere of that. Okay, new computer, who dis? We have a new computer, thanks to Kata Wolf, one of our Twitch viewers, one of us Insomniacs. Kata Wolf has sent us a care package with a computer here. But anyhow, Kata Wolf has sent us a computer, and so our old computer, which was cyber attacked or something, I don't know. It's crazy the things that were going wrong with that computer. It was shutting itself down over and over again.
You could barely turn it on. It would shut itself off by the end.
Yeah, by the end it just kept turning. It was turning itself on just to shut itself off, and it was in this death cycle of turning itself on and shutting itself off. So, so that's completely, we completely disconnected that, and Aaron has been trying to, I guess, lobotomize it and prepare it for its new life.
And it's been working consistently now.
Yeah.
But so for the last, how long have you been doing streams from this other one?
2-3 weeks at least.
Yeah. So we haven't had any crashes.
No crashes on the new computer, and we haven't yet hooked up Aaron's camera or anything to it. So our usual Saturday, that's another reason to postpone our premiere, is that our usual Saturday night setup from set that we stream, we haven't tried that yet with the new computer. So there's a lot to do. So anyhow, this weekend we'll be at the premiere Pizza Guy 8, which means we're going to be showing for your Cinema Insomnia Saturday night another classic episode. If you want to come in and chat with your Insomniacs, I'm hoping Paul will be there, but there definitely will be an episode. and we're going to be showing one of my favorite episodes, El Santo versus the Vampire Women. This is before Aaron, so we didn't have Aaron as El Santo in this episode. But
our vampire woman
or
counts
our
blood
vampire
sugar.
woman. Yeah, it's interesting. It predicted all of that.
Yeah.
And it predicted Eric's movie too, the Mark of the Dam.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting episode because it's sort of a prequel to a lot of things that happen in the show later. But yeah, El Santo versus the Vampire Women, I think it's always a fun one to watch, and someone requested it, so I've been listening to fan requests lately as far as what we want to show as far as classic episodes on Saturday night. So sounds good to me. So that's this Saturday night on Twitch at 10 p.m. El Santo versus the Vampire Women. Cinnamon Sonia's version of that, of course. And speaking of movies, Spirit Riser, we probably should mention too. Dylan Greenberg, who was the DP and kind of co-conspirator on Pizza Guy 8.
And I believe co-star.
Co-star,
Yeah.
on Pizza Guy 8. She directed a film called Spirit Riser, which is an amazing, incredible movie, really. I mean, it's a psychotronic classic. I'm very proud to be in it as well. I have a role in it, not a smaller role, but definitely a memorable scene. And so that's exciting that Dylan's film is now available on Amazon Prime, Fossum, and Vudu, right, Aaron?
Yeah.
So if you want to see Mr. Lobo in a very, very, very weird movie, check it out, Spirit Riser. I also did the logo, the titles.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Lobo did the Spirit Riser titles, so that's something to mention as well. And so I think that, did we miss anything for the Action Talk, Aaron? Oh, how about Amazon list? Do we want to talk about that?
Oh, yeah, we can.
We're of course we're flat busted as usual. If you want to help us out, two things that I think we really need. It's going to sound silly.
Yeah.
One of them is batteries.
Yeah.
AA batteries.
Yeah.
We go through them like crazy. My microphone here runs on a AA battery.
And we blew through about 80 of them while we were in California because, like, everything was running on batteries. We weren't plugged in like we are here.
Yeah. So we on our Amazon wish list we have the pack of
40 pack, yeah.
40 pack of AA batteries. We can't have too many. So if more than one of you want to send us batteries, that's fantastic. And also, Aaron and I have been limping on broken phones for a long time. If you have an old iPhone 10 or higher, right, Aaron?
Yeah.
iPhone 10 or above,
be better
that you want a factory reset and send our way, something you're not using, that would be a godsend. We would be excited.
And then I think on the Amazon list, I think I have like 12s on there.
Okay. So if someone's extra generous and they just want to buy us a phone,
yeah. And if they don't want to buy one, but they have one laying around, that would still be a step up.
With the kind of work we do, we really need to have kind of higher end phones, and we are.
And yours is especially bad.
Mine's especially bad. No, it is.
Mine's just a year or two newer.
It's crumbling
than yours.
apart, and it's just I have run out of space, run out of juice.
Yeah,
a lot of the apps don't
like
work.
A 32 gig.
So yeah, please, if you're feeling generous, help us out in that area, in particular this week with the batteries or phones. I think that's it. I'm a little bit out of practice with the Action Talk. I've been a little bit out of sorts. Aaron and I are still working hard to make the best hosted movie program in the history of mankind for you. Again, 2025 has been rough so far, but I really feel like we're getting all the bad, awful business out of the way. And I think by the year's end, we'll all have smiles on our faces. So let's hope for that. Thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and crawl back into bed. All systems go.